May I come in, sir?
Yes, please. Sit down.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Manisha, you are a biotechnology student. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sure, sir.
Okay. So you are basically a biotechnology student, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So why civil service?
The biotechnology would have limited me to only one sphere, sir. So civil services provide a diverse arena, sir, to work with people and
Okay.
actually for the people, sir.
So why didn't you take arts then?
So at that point of time, I was not sure for choosing civil services.
So Galgotia University,
Yes,
it
sir.
is in UP, right?
Yes.
So while staying in UP, how many years you stayed over there? 2 years.
So 2 years, that time it was Corona, so basically 1 year.
And you studied in DAV Public School.
Yes, so my schooling was in the public school, Bandbahal, sir.
Where?
So DAV Public School, Bandbahal, sir. It's in Jharsuguda district. Sir.
Jharsuguda.
Yes.
So you are basically from Jharsuguda.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Such a rich mining district.
Yes.
So once you become officer, what is the one issue that you will try to fix in Jharsuguda that you have faced?
Sir, basically due to the mining area, there's a lot of mining that take place in villages there. So a lot of people are displaced from those areas.
So
And
mining related displacement.
yes, sir, mining related displacement. But the issue there is, sir, they do not get proper rehabilitation, sir.
Okay.
So they face a lot of issue. Even if they go to the officers there and reach out to them, they don't get proper compensation. So they end up living in somewhere outside and not get their place, sir, proper place.
Okay. So are you aware of the particular rehabilitation act that we have?
No, sir, I'm not sure of one.
Okay. So how do you know that these people are not properly rehabilitated?
So actually, I've talked to a few people. In fact, my maid who works in my home also, she's also rehabilitated. She's also removed from the place.
Okay.
Still, she haven't got any place.
So what else you will change in Jharsuguda? What other problem that you see?
So rehabilitation, one of the bigger problems, sir. So there's environmental issues as well due to mining issues.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So,
What kind of mining goes on in Jharsuguda?
so open cast mining is there.
Open cast mining
Yes, sir.
in?
So Bandbahal itself, there's Coal India, that is Mahanadi Coalfield Limited, a subsidiary of the Coal India, sir.
Is it Mahanadi? The coal field is Ib Valley, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what kind of coal it is? Which grade of coal? Is it a good one or a bad one?
Not very good, sir.
Okay. Are you aware of the grading of coal?
So I know the types of coal. It's anthracite is the highest quality of coal. Then bituminous,
Then lignite, then
lignite. Yes.
So DAV Public School,
Yes.
who established it? Any idea?
Yes, sir. Mahatma Hansraj, sir.
Okay.
Founded it in 1886, sir.
Okay. The first DAV Public School was
In Lahore, sir.
Pakistan, right?
Yes.
It is part of Arya Samaj, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in your opinion, usually historians say that Arya Samaj is revivalist.
Yes, sir.
So in your opinion, was it truly a revivalist or was there any reformist element to Arya Samaj?
So it was also reformist, but to a very much extent it was revivalist, considering Dayanand Ji started it, Mahatma Dayanand Ji started it, and he gave the slogan as "Go back to Vedas,"
Okay.
and he promoted it, sir.
What was the reformist element of Arya Samaj?
Sir, he was ahead of its time, considering he was against untouchability, he was against polygamy, he was in the favor of women education and widow remarriage as well. So that shows
Was
the
Arya
reformist
Samaj
elements.
stood against caste?
Yes, sir. It was against the caste system, sir.
What about idol worship?
So it was against the idol worship. So that's why DAV do not promote any of the idol worship, sir.
So have you heard the terminology called biomimicry?
Biomimicry, I'm not sure of, sir.
Biotechnology, right?
Yes.
So are you aware of living modified organisms? LMO?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is an international convention around it.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of it?
I know it, sir, but I don't remember right now, sir.
Stem cell, how many types of stem cell we have?
So our body has stem cells that helps in producing the new organs, sir.
No. Are you aware of types of stem cells?
Yes, sir. Pluripotent, multipotent stem cells,
And
and unipotent, I guess.
or maybe somatic and embryonic.
Somatic.
Are
Yes,
you
sir.
aware of it?
Yes, sir. Somatic is the vegetative cells.
So why stem cell therapy is still is is controversial, is still not widely used?
So basically, stem cell therapy is very much helpful. Although people can use it for purpose that is not meant to be, they can produce a new organism which might be unethical, sir. It might create organism which is
Okay.
not benefit for the society, sir.
Okay. So nowadays, you might have heard about whenever a baby is taking birth, usually, they try to, the placenta, they try to
Froze the placenta.
froze the
Yes, sir.
placenta. Do you think that's a good practice to do so?
So that helps in future if there's any disease. One can go to back to that and can help in cure that disease, sir. So
So
yes,
if
in that case, it is useful, sir.
so if the baby's heart is impaired, and say
Yes,
in
sir.
50
We can
years they
use
can
that.
generate a heart.
Yes, sir. From that.
Okay. GM crops, you are aware of it, right?
Yes, sir.
What is the only GM crop that is widely cultivated in India?
Some mustard, GM mustard.
GM mustard. Is it
So
widely
GM
cultivated?
cotton also.
Okay, it is BT cotton.
BT cottons.
Mustard we haven't
Sorry, sir.
allowed.
The mustard we just started recently.
Yeah, research is going on. So why there is apprehension
So against.
against GM crops?
So actually, people are apprehend because of the issues. They think that any non-veg elements would come to there, but that's not the case. But at least people are apprehend of that. So
Because if you look at countries like USA, they are widely
they are
using
widely
GM crops.
using. Yes,
But
sir.
India,
Yes,
there
sir.
is a huge degree of
Sir, a
apprehension.
huge population of India are vegetarian. So they think if they consume the GM foods, they are going to get the non-veg elements in it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, high yielding varieties, right?
Yes, sir.
Are they GM crops? Can we categorize them under
Yes,
GM
sir.
crops?
If we produce it like that, yes, we can do it high yielding varieties, sir.
You are aware that the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, recently released somewhere around 106 crops,
Release.
high yielding varieties introduced.
Okay, sir.
Are you aware of it?
I'm so not sure, sir.
Okay. What is CAR-T therapy? Have you heard about it?
Yes, sir.
It's a genetic engineering, right?
Yes, sir. So CAR-T therapy is used for cancer treatment. So,
Yes, it is used for cancer treatment. How an animal cell is different from a plant cell?
so in its structure,
Yes.
so plant cell contains vacuole, which is primarily absent in the animal cell.
Wall membrane cell.
So wall membrane is present in the plant cell but absent in the animals.
There has been a long discussion going on biofuels, right?
Yes, sir.
Biofuels.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it is a good idea to go for biofuels?
So sure, sir. Considering the fact now and the usage of by the people, it is needed, sir.
Okay. Biofuel, are you aware, different generation of biofuels are there?
Yes, sir. First generation. So first generation was used by fodders and the plant waste.
Food
sir.
to fuel.
Food to fuel, sir.
Yes.
And second generation is, sir, the waste, the nuts and the cassava
Okay.
are used. In the third generation, sir, we use the biofuel, sir, where microorganisms are used to produce the biofuel.
Okay. So Manisha, what is happiness according to you? What makes you happy?
So happiness is a very subjective term.
No.
Sure.
What makes you happy? Subjective, I know it is. That's why I asked you.
So for some time, if I help somebody, that makes me happy. If I buy something, that makes me
So
happy.
every time that you want to be happy, you have to help someone.
No, sir. If there can be different reasons, sir. That is one of the reason I'm happy. If I buy something, that also makes me happy, sir.
Okay. Buy anything new.
Yes.
Don't
sir,
you think that promotes consumerism?
Yes, sir. That does. But sometimes you need something, and we buy that.
So buying things makes you happy.
So sometimes, yes, sir.
There is a recently change in government in Odisha after so many years, right? What is your opinion about it? How do you feel about it?
Change is inevitable, sir. So
Okay.
sure, people of Odisha have chosen their government.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, I think so. There's something that we can expect new from the new government, sir.
Okay. Your hobby is crafting nutritions.
New dishes,
Oh, okay. Crafting new dishes.
yes.
What is the new dish you have created recently?
Sir, not exactly a completely new. It's the traditional dish, but I add something new and make it out
Such
of
as one
something.
example?
Recently, I did with Maggie, sir. It was a different
Maggie,
cooking.
what is that? Do you know?
So
What
I
can be
don't know
new
how
in
to
Maggie?
term it, sir. It's little different from how we usually do it.
Okay. And flavorful twist on cuisine.
Yes, sir.
What kind of cuisine? Indian, Chinese,
So
continental,
mostly
Thailand?
Indian, Chinese as well, sir.
Okay. What kind of cuisine? You cook frequently?
Yes, I do, sir.
You like cooking or do you
Yes,
like eating?
I
Do you
like.
like more?
So I like cooking as well. I do like eating also.
So tell me, why once you become officer, public health is a bigger issue.
Yes,
But
sir.
if you look at Odisha, what is the major issue that Odia people face, public health wise? Okay, what is the major issue in health system in Odisha,
So, as
and
per
how
I
we can
can
change it?
see, so the one thing I noticed that people here very much depends upon rice, which
Okay,
is carbohydrate rich, sir.
okay,
And so the protein quantity is less in people here in the regular diet, sir. So
okay,
that is one of the major issue I see, as protein is very much necessary for the body, sir, rather than carbohydrates.
okay.
So the quantity of carbohydrates can be a reducer in a regular
So you
diets.
are saying carbohydrate. I mean, you are talking about diabetes, right?
So diabetes is one of the major health issue coming
Mm-hmm.
out of it, sir. So obesity is also one of the
Major
thing.
issue.
Yes, sir.
How we can deal with that?
So government as is promoting now the millets, which is very nutritious and
Mm-hmm.
is fiber rich, sir. So
Okay.
people shifting to the millets nowadays, that can be seen as one of the way.
But if you see, the government is promoting, even is promoting, but are you
So
eating millets on a daily basis? No.
no, sir.
That's the
So
fact
that
of
will
life, isn't
take
it?
some time, sir.
No, I don't think it will be a widespread, there will be, I don't think people will take over it. I don't think so. Okay, why is that? There is still reluctance to, use millet on a regular basis by people.
So actually, previously millets used to be eaten by tribal people in Odisha, and that people, as other parts of Odisha, sees as a apprehension that
Apprehension in the sense?
sad they are having, and why would we have? Also, that is not the case, as government is promoting through everywhere, but people somehow are
So you are
apprehending it.
saying millet is a food for, say, low class
So
people.
that's what people think. That's not what I think. That
How
because
do you know what people think?
so I have seen people talking about it, and
Okay. Why it is called superfood millet?
so it is very nutritious, very fiber rich. It is drought resistant, sir. It can be grown in a place where there's less water, sir. It can be grown in less days also. In 70 to 100 days, it can be grown, sir.
Your optional is anthropology.
Yes.
Why anthropology?
So,
Nothing. Tell me.
so my background was in biotechnology and microbiology in BSc and
So anthropology
masters.
there is little bit overlapping.
Yes, sir. So because biotechnology and microbiology is not there in the
Yes,
mains
I understand
option,
that.
so it was somehow similar to anthropology, sir.
Okay. What is the difference between, for example, let's say there is a group of tribe in Odisha, and two people visit over there. One is an anthropologist, another is a sociologist.
Okay, sir.
How their studies will differ?
So anthropologist studies the tribes. They look everything from the tribal perspective, sir. They have studied tribal view from all the. So sure, sir, when anthropologist move to the tribe, it will look upon its culture, it look upon how their food habits, their what they are growing, how they are eating, how
So they will study
institution-wise.
the tribals, their way of life.
The institutions will
What
study.
about sociologists?
So sociologists might not actually understand the complete perspective of the tribal,
So
although
you
they
are saying a sociologist can't understand?
no, sir, they sure will understand, but they don't study the tribals as anthropologists do.
Okay.
So that's why.
What is the difference between anthropology and sociologist?
So they might not cover the holistic.
Things.
Yes, sir.
Does the anthropologist go a little bit scientific in their study?
So a little bit, sir.
Can you tell me, give me an example of adaptive radiation?
Okay, sir. So I'm not sure, but I can take a guess.
Yes, yes, tell me.
So the monkey, 4 legs. Since I don't remember.
What is adaptive radiation? Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir. So through the evolution they adapt to the environment, sir. And they with evolution the body parts change according to that, sir.
So there are a lot of tribals in Odisha, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me the percentage? Are you
So
aware of it?
21%, sir.
21.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
How many PVTG?
So in Odisha, so 13.
13. Can you name few? Which
So,
district has the maximum, PVTG?
so Sundargarh,
You sure?
I think, sir.
Okay. So what is the issue that, say we have PVTG? What is the criteria, to classify a group of tribe as PVTG?
So,
Is there any criteria?
yes, sir. The social and economic backwardness.
Okay. And
Uh,
is that all?
yes, sir. The population is declining or stagnant at that point of time. So that is-
Stagnant or declining population?
yes.
And apart from that?
Uh, so their culture has to be protected. So president declared it, sir.
No, that I know. Is there any criteria? Geographical isolation, something like that?
If they are isolated at one place, sir, that is also one of the criteria.
Okay. So why, after so many years, the PVTC are, still living like they are in the, say, Paleolithic age, right? They are hunting and gathering mostly. And we are unable to bring them into mainstream. Why is that? What is your opinion on that?
Sir, they want to live in isolation because they want to protect their culture and they want to live with their culture as well. They want to live in forest mostly or in place they are situated because they worship the nature. So that is one of the reasons, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about Denisovans? Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Are you aware of Denisovans?
Sorry, sir.
Denisovans. We have Neanderthals. There was a
Okay.
recent discovery of
I've
Denisovans.
heard about it, but I don't remember right now.
When you look at, say, villages in India in general or Odisha in particular, what are the changes that we observe over the years or recently?
So I can say that people have come and are walking recently. In fact, the people of Odisha, mostly the women, are taking part in different SHGs. They are working, which was not seen earlier, sir.
Okay.
So,
And apart from that, from anthropologist point of view, what else do you see?
so tribal people are involving in mainstream activities like they perform their work. For example, sir, they sew the baskets, sir. So the baskets or anything that can be sold in the mainstream market, sir. So that is, they get the money and that they can use for them, sir.
Okay, so they are accessing the mainstream market.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Apart from that,
So right now I can't think of any.
don't you think the men in the villages, they're going away? Huge scale migration is going on, silent but huge scale.
Yes, sir. There are migration taking place.
Yes. What is your opinion on, say, creamy layer on SC and ST? Should there be creamy layer on SC and ST?
So,
There is a debate going on, right?
yes, sir, yes, sir. So, as our Supreme Court CGI suggested that the weaver, the one who is weaving the cobbler, and the one who is doing manual scavenger is not the same, sir. The one who is doing manual scavenging, they are more marginalized, sir, and facing more backwardness. So sure, they should be getting the reservation so that they can represent themselves in.
Okay.
Like,
So
yes.
criminal layer, in your opinion, should be there in SC and ST as well.
So yes, sir. At least to the people who are more backward, they should get the privilege, sir.
Are you preparing for UPSC as well? Have you applied for UPSC?
Yes, I have appeals.
In UPSC, is this your first attempt or how is it?
So OPS is the first attempt and first attempt, sir.
Can you tell me, there was a recently Odisha economy and budget also was there. Can you tell me the size of Odisha's economy? Is it a $10 billion economy, $50 billion or $100 billion? Any idea, rough idea?
So I don't know the exact figures, sir.
Budget amount also you don't know, I think.
I haven't read about these amounts.
Okay. Have you ever attended Rath Yatra personally in Puri?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you become an officer, what is it that you will change so that Rath Yatra experience of people's experience of Rath Yatra will be better
So
if you are posted in Puri?
okay, sir. So we can arrange for more.
Any issue that you have faced?
So there's
Did you face
very
any
much lot of people. So sure,
crowd?
crowded.
Okay.
It's very crowded.
So if you are posted over there, how do you manage the crowd better?
Yes, sir. So we can make a place. Basically, we can arrange there
Okay.
and market because there are lots of people and it's very difficult at that point of
So
time to manage.
if you are in charge of that, how will you manage it? Or you will just say that there
No,
is
sir.
a
No,
lot
so I'll do something. For example, so we can actually make places and market or can deploy the forces there
Okay.
so that they can manage it.
If 5 lakh deputies are there, if you deploy 1 lakh police force, then they are also adding to the crowd, isn't it?
Yes. So, but they are required to manage the forces because public.
Is
they
there
just
any
want-
innovative thing that you can think of deploying?
So we can use technology,
Such as?
maybe drones, sir, or
Okay. Drone for crowd,
crowd.
understanding the crowd,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Keeping an eye on the crowd. And
Yes, sir. So, and we can, sir, also for women's safety, we can ensure that there can be police so that they can use some app. So, if anything happens, at that point of time, police can go and help them, sir.
okay. Now, you talked about women's safety. Do you think, given the Kolkata incident, do you think women in India, by and large, feel safe?
So there are issues that women face on a daily basis, but that doesn't mean we are not safe. Sure, sir, there are various schemes and various works done for the women for the safety of the women. There are police forces who are working for the safety of the women.
So can you tell me how many, say, in a day, what is the amount of violence committed against women? Different kind of violence
Yes, sir.
across India. Are you aware of the statistics?
So the reported cases are less than what's happening in India for sure.
What is the number of reported cases?
So the number exactly, I'm not sure. I've heard about 70 cases in an hour
Okay,
is
70
reported.
cases.
Yes, sir.
Good. Your home district is Jharsuguda, right?
Yes.
So if you have to choose between Jharsuguda and Malkangiri as part of your posting, which one you will choose and why?
So as my home district, I might go to Jharsuguda, sir.
Okay, so you don't want to go to Malkangiri.
So I can, sir. There's no, sir, as I'm in, if I'll go to administrative service, I may be posted anywhere and I'm okay with it, sir.
Achha, suppose you have two subordinates, one is corrupt and efficient, another is honest but inefficient. Which one you will choose?
So honest and
Honest.
inefficient.
But you will never get the job done.
Sir, I can train that person and help in get the efficiency better, sir. So honesty is more important, I think, sir.
Don't you think inefficiency is also corruption? If a person is
Yes, sir,
applying for
but
certificate.
inefficiency can be done better, sir, with proper training, sir, with proper skilling up. So it
So
can
don't you think a corrupt person can be pursued to be non-corrupt as well?
So it can be, sir, but not every time one can watch the corrupt person, sir.
You can convince a corrupt person to be non-corrupt in a day, isn't it? But you cannot make a inefficient person efficient in a day.
So not in a day, but sure, in a few days, sir.
So you will choose honest and inefficient.
Yes.
Okay. Acha, are you aware of International Space Station, right? Two scientists or astronauts have been stranded over there. Can you name them?
So Sunita Williams,
And
that the one I forgot.
okay, so you are an Indian, so you remember only the Indian names.
No, sir, I'm forgetting it. I knew it.
Is India party to International Space Station?
Yes, sir, we do have a space. No, no, not right now. Do not have.
If you are posted in a coastal district, which is very frequent to cyclones, as an officer over there, how will you prepare that district or that particular block to be to be able to withstand cyclones?
So first of all, we have to evacuate the people if
No,
there's.
that is when the disaster is happening.
Yes, sir.
When the disaster is not happening, I am asking about
Okay.
say preventive measures.
Okay, okay. So we can go and aware people, sir, so that there can be the cyclones or any hazard that can happen. So they should be prepared with what they have to take, and if there's an evacuation, they have to leave. They should be aware of it, sir. So
That's
that,
it.
so that is one of the things. They can also be prepared with all the medicines and the food that has to be prepared, sir.
Okay.
And sir, of course, they
Anything
have.
else in the long run?
Sir, yes, sir. So sure, they can be made aware of the lifestyle they have to live in there, sir. Maybe not possess very much of consumerist lifestyle or throw much of.
So you are saying coastal district people or coastal belt people should not go for consumerism. Only the people who are living in
So
cities should do
consumerism
consumerism.
have to be stopped at a large scale, sure, sir. But at that point, at that sphere, it has to be regulated a
Okay.
little
How
more than.
consumerism, if there is a drop in consumerism, how it can stop cyclones from approaching?
So that will not stop, sir, but at least they will be prevented, sir.
Suppose you are posted in a particular block or tehsil or a district, and suddenly you see that your office is encircled by 500 people, and they are sloganeering. So how will you deal with that? What what are the steps? Take some time, think and tell me. Okay. What are the steps you will take so that you ensure safety of yourself, of your staff, and your office?
Okay, sir.
Take a pause, think and tell me. Okay.
Okay, sir. So I would first go out and first call out the leader of that group, if any, and I would try to talk to that person first and convince them that at least stop the sloganeering and let us talk by sitting and deal with the situation, sir.
Okay.
So first that can be done. If that is not possible, first I will try to request the front people who are standing to actually listen and get the talk, sir. So because things can be dealt with the talk, sir, in
Okay.
peace talk, sir.
Okay. If they are not agreeing,
Sir, sure, they have to, they have some reason, sir, why they are doing the sloganeering.
Okay.
So I would address that, sir, and listen to what are the basic problems. And if I can solve anything at that point of time, I would surely do, sir.
anything else that comes to your mind?
So addressing the problem would be the first thing, sir, that I can think of.
Okay. Suppose you are posted in say in a particular area where there is a warning of flood. Okay.
One
So
more flooding, sir.
flooding, and there is evacuation going on, but people are reluctant to leave their homes. Okay. So how will you convince them?
So first, surely I will go and talk to them and try to convince that their life is more important.
They are not ready to move. Even if you say that your home will be blown away, your life is at risk, still they are not reluctant. How will you do then?
So,
What
but
will you do?
how would they live if they will not go out? What will they do with the home if they'll also
No,
die?
you cannot convince them. Okay. These are rural people, most of them are illiterate. So how
Okay,
do you?
okay. So I'll try to convince. If they are not ready, then I have to use the force, sir, because their life are more important.
So you'll evacuate them forcefully?
Yes, sir. If that is the last resort, sir, I would do so, sir.
But there will be say in a village there will be 2,000 people. You will barely have say 20, 30 police officers, or maybe if you require more, then maybe 100. How will you evacuate 2,000 people with 100 police force? Do you think
So
that's
sure,
possible?
some people will be convinced by talking, sir, and
Okay.
few are those who are very reluctant. I have to use the force for them, sir.
What is your opinion on Russia-Ukraine war? Why it is getting dragged for so many years? Nobody thought that it will be dragged, for such long. Why is that?
So Russia really wanted to have the space with Ukraine, but Ukraine is reluctant that it has the support of US and other countries.
So it is USA who is dragging it, isn't it?
So one of the countries, yes, sir.
What is your opinion on uniform civil code? Honorable Prime Minister talked about it in the Independence Day speech as well. Do you think we should go for a uniform civil code?
So uniform civil code would make uniform laws in case of marriage and land things. So sure, it is necessary for at that place, but implementing it at a large scale might be an issue, sir.
Why?
So because there are a lot of laws, there are a lot of religion, there's a lot of diversity in our country. So they might be people might be reluctant to maybe take it as an option. But sure, we can imply it through the law and order, but implying in such a huge country can cause an issue, sir. So
What
in
will
my,
be the issue?
sorry, sir.
What will be the issue?
So at first there would be a lot of changes in laws, so that have to be known for by all the people.
What law? What change will be there? There are personal laws
Yes, sir.
that will change. That's it.
So, but personal laws are different for different religions, sir.
Yes.
So that all has to be changed, sir, and have to be made uniform.
Yes.
The people for whom it is changing majorly, they might face an issue, sir, in
Do you
accepting.
think it is the right thing to do or go for UCC?
So in my opinion, what I feel, sir, rather than implementing completely UCC, we can go for change in personal law, sir, where there's problem, like we removed triple talaq because that is an issue in that particular law.
So you are saying we should do it, in a 50-year instead of 1 year.
No, sir, we can do
That's
it
what
in
you're
1
saying.
year as well. Sir, there are tribals also. There are people. They have their diverse.
What is the diversity that is, that is going to be affected?
So personal
A
laws,
person
people
cannot have, say,
marriage.
4 wives or 5 wives.
So that can be removed. So that is not.
Then what else? How UCC is going to change anyone's, way of life or culture?
So not way of life, sir. The laws are basically for personal laws like marriage or.
Inheritance and all that.
Yes, sir.
And there is gender-related discrimination.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So don't you think it will end all that in a single stroke rather than, doing it over, say, 50 years?
It would not take 50 years, sir. It can
Maybe
be.
at least 10 years or 12 years, right?
So implementing it might also take that much time.
Why?
So because yes, we can do it, but then
What is the issue that you face? I mean, you think of that will happen.
so people might not be ready for.
So you're saying consensus building will not be there.
Yes, sir, consensus building might not.
But do you think to do reform, we need people's consensus?
Sir, in a few things in law and order case, maybe not. But sir, for when you're doing something for people, sure we need something, sir. In a democratic country, at least.
So when we banned dowry, did we take people's consensus?
No, sir, we know that it is bad.
Then
So
gender discrimination is also bad, isn't it?
yes, sir, it is.
So are you aware of the Bangladesh crisis?
Yes.
Can you briefly tell me what is it? What is going on over there?
Yes, sir. So basically, the government posed reservation for those who fought the freedom fighters' grandchildren, which was not accepted by common people. I guess 30% reservation was given, sir.
In jobs, right?
In jobs, sir, so which was not acceptable by the people. So they started protesting.
And then the government was ousted,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So there is an interim government. Who is the head of interim government or caretaker government?
So I don't know the name, but the army took over.
Yes, but there is a person who is looking
Yes,
after
sir.
these things.
So I'm
He's
forgetting
he's a
his
Nobel
name.
laureate actually.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. Yes, I am
Muhammad
forgetting his
Yunus. Read about it, okay? He is famous for Grameen Bank,
name.
microfinance.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. 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 So let me give you a case study. Suppose there is a train, and in the designated track there are 200 people, and the train driver, it is a high, fast moving train. The train driver knows that he cannot stop the train. Okay. So 200 people are there on the designated track, and suddenly he sees that there is an abandoned track. And in the abandoned track, there are 50 women and children.
Okay.
So if you are in the seat of the train driver, what will you do? Will you go in the designated track, or will you divert into the abandoned track, and 50 women and children will die?
So that designated track also is a train coming.
Yes. No. In designated track, 200 people are there.
Okay,
If you
sir.
go in that path, 200 people will die. If you
Achha.
take the abandoned path, 50 women and children will die. So which one you will do? Which one you will choose? First, tell me your decision. Then I'll ask you the justification.
Okay, sir.
Because every action has to be justified, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I do have to choose one because of
Yes.
the situation.
There is no other way.
So probably I'll go for the 50
Women and children.
Yes.
Okay. But don't you think these 50 women and children, they are not at fault because they are sitting on the abandoned track,
So there
whereas
is
the 200 people, so
yes, sir, but the number of people are more there, so I
you
have
will
to
apply
take a
the
call.
utilitarian principle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But my counter question is, if you take the abandoned route, as a train driver, your duty is to safety of your passengers is your first duty, and your train might be having say 1,000 odd passengers. So if you take the abandoned road, what is the number of people you are putting at risk? 1,000 plus say 1,000 train passengers plus 50 women and children.
So in the train will still moving, it has to stop.
Yes, it has to stop. But if you take the abandoned route, there is a chance of derailment. You are putting your passenger safety at risk. So the risk factor will be 1,000 plus 50 at least. In the designated track,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you understood the point?
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Acha, you are a police officer. Suddenly you see that there is a boy who has stolen a loaf of bread and is running away. You caught him. When you ask the boy, why are you stealing? He tells you that his mother is ill, has not eaten for 3 days, and he has no money. So that is the reason why he's stealing that bread and is running away. So my question to you is, will you arrest him or will you let him go?
Sir, let him go, sir.
Why?
Sir, the need of the boy is more important at that point of time, sir.
Suppose, let's change the scenario a little bit. Suppose the boy has stolen say jewelry of 10 lakhs and is running away. Okay, when you ask him, the boy tells you that he has a married sister, where the in-laws are demanding that money, and if they don't get it, they will not allow his sister to go and stay with them. So in order to support her, his sister, the boy is stealing. In this case, will you arrest the boy or will you let him go?
So I have to arrest the boy at that point of time because in that case, if it might be dowry case, sir, which is again wrong. So I
No,
might.
dowry case, leave it. The boy is not doing dowry. The
So
boy's
the boy is
intention
not
is
doing dowry, but his sister-in-laws
those
are
action I am not asking you about.
okay.
That is your that is the action you will take afterwards on the in-laws, on whatever you want to do. The first decision you have to take is whether you arrest the boy or will you let him go. That is the first
So I
decision
have
you
to
have to
arrest the boy, sir, at that point of time.
take. Okay. Why is that? So if he steals a loaf of bread, you will not arrest him. But if he steals 10 lakh of jewelry, you will arrest him.
So the loaf of bread is needed for food, which is a basic necessity, sir.
Okay.
So that is needed at that point of time. But sir, a jewelry would not solve the problem, sir. I'm sure, because even if that is given, the next problem might come with that, sir. It would not end up with it.
Okay. If the boy robs a pharmacy store and takes away very valuable drugs, cancer drugs, and tells you that his mother got cancer and ill, and he cannot afford the drugs. In that case, what will you do? Will you still arrest him?
So I have
And the
to.
cancer drugs is is costly or expensive.
So it is expensive, but we cannot let that go with the, because drugs are a thing that has to be prescribed by the doctor, sir.
Okay.
So it might be a wrong drug that, or might dosage, wrong
No,
dosage
he
might be
knows the
given.
drugs. He has planned for it. He has stolen it.
Okay, sir. I still have to go and see the situation and the mother itself to know the
No, that
situation
is
better.
secondary. First question is, will you arrest him or will you let him go?
So I have to, at that point of time, I have to, take him and then consider the case, sir.
Okay, Manisha, I'm done with my interview. Okay.
Thank you, sir.